Nine Dead, 2009. This is not a well regarded movie. As far as I'm aware, it's more or less totally forgotten, and of the few reviews I ever have read of it, I don't think anyone likes it. It is genuinely not well regarded. I like it, and it's possible I'm the only person who likes it, but not only do I like it enough to proper full on recommend it to other people. I've always thought that the horror genre has some of the worst movies. A lot of the straight to rental horror movies are pretty much awful, with very, very few examples of decent movies. And I think Nine Dead falls into the category of a really solid, decent movie by any standards, and by the straight to rental horror genre, it is a very good movie. So I like it. I think it's well acted, well written, it's fairly intelligent, it doesn't do anything particularly stupid. No, it's not a perfect movie, it is a bit crude. The low budget is obvious in a few places. You know, the occasional edit might not be super slick, but it is for the most part very competent. It's not an immaculate production, but I don't think anything lets it down. I think the dialogue is actually pretty good, and I think all the actors are very capable. Perhaps, but no, I was going to say there that some of the acting is maybe a little weak, but no, it's all fine. There are no weak performances. Everyone delivers adequately, and they can deliver the dialogue. I like stage play style movies where it's just a few characters saying lots of dialogue, and this very much falls into that category, and I think it's good. I enjoy it. It's my third viewing, and honestly, I do enjoy the movie. I think it's effective. It's an interesting story idea. I like the fact that the masked villain actually talks. One of the worst, absolute worst cliches of the horror genre, stroke slasher genre, is the masked killer who doesn't talk. It's really a very boring, tedious, crappy cliche. Whenever the psycho talks, it is always a massive bonus. Just like to mention, by the way, that this artwork with the noose is totally meaningless. No one is hanged in the movie or refers to being hanged, so I have no idea why there's a noose on the cover. I think it holds up quite well as a proper straight up drama. The dramatic content is actually solid, and it's competently acted, it's competently made for the most part. The occasional glimpses of the low budget creep in, but I think it's okay. I do not want anyone to watch it on my recommendation expecting an immaculate, beautiful movie. It is a little rough, but nothing should. I mean, the action isn't overly well directed, it's a little crude, and logic isn't super amazing 100% watertight, but nothing should annoy you. I like the movie, and I actually do strongly recommend it, especially if you like horror movies and stage plays. A stage play horror movie, it works. Trust me, it's actually pretty decent. I really do recommend it. I would give the movie 8 out of 10. The lead actress gives a speech at the end about murdering her rapist, and that monologue, that story, would be better placed earlier in the movie because it leads into motivation as to why she does what she does at the end. And having her tell that story, and then 2 minutes later, her then doing what she does at the end, It's a bit too on the nose. It feels a bit like, oh, we need an explanation as to why she does this. Oh, throw in a story explaining that she actually has murdered someone in the past. If you had put that story maybe a little bit more closer to the halfway point in the movie, it would be a lot more subtle foreshadowing. That's just a thought.